Hello, I am so happy you're here. I already did the base face and I was going to do some date night look, and our date night tonight is actually staying in, so pretty awesome. But I'm going to do this. I saw someone else do this and it was really, really, really pretty. So I'm going to attempt to recreate it. A little bit of a glam-ish kind of look. So what I'm going to do here, because I've already done my base, is I'm going to tap on a whole bunch of setting powder right here. And what this is going to do is if I have any fallout, it's going to be a lot easier to wipe off. So let's just come in here and tap that on. And then in the meantime, it's also going to help that concealer that I did use set. Okay, so it's going to look a little funky. I got it all over my nose too. So let's just go ahead and move this. All right, so let's get started. I am going to grab a little bit of, let's see, what do I want to do today? Today I want to use my cream shadow. So I'm going to use Victorious Cream Shadow, which is going to help neutralize some of the redness in my eyelids. It's also going to give me a nice base to start with. And I do like this particular color. Depending on what your natural skin tone is, this could be a very neutral color. So it really goes well with just about any shadow look that you're going to do. And then the cream shadow goes on as a cream and it dries to a powder, so it blends really, really well with whatever you put over the top. So I'm going to take this sponge. This is a dry sponge, and I'm just going to make sure it's all kind of blended out. Yesterday, I felt like it got a little bit, like I had too much on this outer part right here, and it just didn't blend well. So I'm trying to use that and see if that fixes it. I did forget to change my lighting, so let me do that really. And we are back. Okay, so, oh, I must have wiped off some of that powder, or it already set into my eyes underneath there. Okay. All right. So we did the cream shadow. We got that on. And now, oh, you know what I didn't do also is I didn't clean off my brushes ahead of time. So we might have to do just a little bit of cleaning as we go, depending on what brush I grab. Okay, so I am grabbing this one right here, which is called Understood. It is a pinkish peach with a little bit of brown undertone. I don't know. Does any of that make sense? I don't know what these colors are, but that's what it looks like to me. All right. Hey, Melissa, you found me over here. I'm so excited. So this is my business page, and this is where you're going to find my live videos from now on. Makeup tutorials anyway. I feel like I can keep them in an album a little bit better over here. I'm glad you're joining. So tell me as you're popping on, Melissa, and anybody else, when you are going to have a date night, do you have a standard go-to look? Sometimes it depends on what you guys are doing, I'm sure. But sometimes you're like, nope, I have the exact same look no matter what. I feel sexy, I feel hot, and I wear it. So this one, I'm going to try something I really haven't tried in the past. In fact, I probably should have done one eye kind of as a practice first. Hello. So you guys, this is my business page. So as you pop on, if you want to follow this business page, please click the like button. This is where my tutorials are going to be from here on out. Facebook just does not like us on our main wall selling, and sometimes I talk to you guys about products, sometimes I talk to you guys about prices, and I just don't want to break Facebook's rules anymore. I've broken enough. Okay, so this is Understood, and it's a soft pink, and I'm really just kind of I'm blending it all over as my transition. Hello, hello. I'm so happy you are joining me. Okay, so now I'm going to grab Agile, which is this one right here. I'm going to use this same brush, which is my fluffy crease brush. Tap off some of that color. Remember, it's always better to go in lighter and add more than it is to try to get some of it off. And if you're joining me now and you see crazy amount of setting powder on my face, is I tried dusting a bunch on so that if I got any shadow on my cheeks, that it would come right off. So we'll dust that off before we're done here. Okay. Really pretty, right? Agile is one of my favorites. It really is one of my absolute favorites. Not only is the color really, really pretty, and you can actually mix it with a bunch of different colors. It really looks good with a bunch of different shadows. It also just really blends really well. And I don't know why, because all of our shadows are made the same. But this one, for some reason, I feel just really, really blends really well. And I like to use it as kind of like a blending shadow too. So like if you have another shadow that isn't blending really well, then I put a little Agile over the top and it just like blends it out. It's really crazy how it works. But it does. And then remember, right now, our shadows, I can get you a really awesome deal. So our pressed shadows are 4 for $52, but right now I can get it for $65, and I can get you a makeup bag and a free mascara also. And you get to pick all your shadows. How awesome is that? Okay. So this is the part that I haven't really done much before. So I'm grabbing Irrational, which is that black. Looks a little gray on camera, but it is a black. And I'm gonna come in and just kind of dust it on the outside. I saw somebody else do this and it looked really, really pretty. But I'm not sure exactly how to do it. I don't know. I don't think that's the look. I don't think that's the look. So here, I'm going to clean this up because I think I went too far out. Okay, straighten that up. So really kind of dust. I say dust, but I'm like, because I'm just lightly blending it. I'm not trying to go too dark. I think this part right here, I'm going to grab Understood, which was that light pink, and come in up there. Blend that. What do you think? What do you guys think? Tell me. And I want to know, I really want to know that when you guys are going out on a date, do you have a go-to look? Is it like a soft look? Is it a glam look? I feel like what I'm attempting here is kind of a mix between it's like a soft glam. Does that make sense? So I'm taking that Irrational, which is that black, and I'm kind of trying to blend it in probably going to be one of those things that I'm just not going to know until we get the mascara and everything on. So we're going to just do one eye. Okay, we're just going to focus on the one eye because I know that you guys don't want to stay here forever. And here is a little tip. If you were going to use a like a shimmer or a sparkle, you get your brush wet. I just use some setting spray. You can use setting spray. You could use rose water. I really like rose water too because that just smells so good. But both work really well. And then you just pat it onto your brush. And then you take it, and we're going to focus on the inner corner towards the middle. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I think we're going to let that dry, and we're going to dust some of that pink over the top. So let's just go ahead and finish this one eye and see what we like, if we like it. Okay, so I'm going to take my black pencil. This is called Perfect. It's the Perfect Black. And you want to sharpen your pencil. And I love our pencils because they have amazing staying power. I have the type of eye shape that when I would by the end of the day, I would have a line up here, like on my bone, that was my my liner. It would come off. It would rub off on the top part of my eye. And with this one, that does not happen at all. It you have about 30-60 seconds to blend it out, which I'm going to do right now to soften it up. And then once it's set, it doesn't budge. And it's awesome because our lip liners and our eyeliners are made the exact same way, just different colors. So you get super long wear out of your lip liners as well. Okay. Okay. So I think that is dry. So I'm going to grab that Understood again. And I'm going to blend it in to, there we go. That worked. I liked the way that kind of blended it a little bit better. Okay, let's do our mascara. Okay, so you always want to curl those lashes. Curling your lashes is going to help give the look that you have longer lashes. My lashes kind of go straight out, so you don't really get to see the length until you curl them, and then you can see the length. I'm going to show you one more tip, one more trick, that if you do have what I like to call stick straight lashes, then you can, as long as you can get a little bit of curl out of them right off the bat. So right when I curled them just now, you grab your lash primer and put that on, and it's gonna like freeze those lashes. So even if you have the type of lashes that fall and go straight again, even after you curl them, then if you put this primer on, it will help hold it. Okay. So with the primer, it goes on white, and as it dries, it turns clear. So I'm going to take a little drink. So we're staying in tonight. We are cooking, well, my husband's cooking tri-tip, asparagus, and he makes these potatoes we call smashed potatoes. Because they're like those little ones, and you cook them, and then you take a glass and you like, you know, smash them. They're not mashed potatoes though. And then you like stuff butter and garlic and all kinds of goodness into them. So good. And then I'm gonna try to talk the family. They already watched The Mandalorian without me, and I think I'm gonna try to talk them into watching that again. We will see, unless they have a better idea and they can talk me out of it. But kind of funny that it's now like 5 o'clock here where I am. I'm on the West Coast, And I hadn't worn makeup all day, and I'm putting makeup on now to have a family date night indoors. Kind of silly, right? But I saw this eye look that I just thought was so pretty, and I think I'm being too light with it. I think I'm being too light, so I'll probably go back and kind of darken it up. So I'm telling you that it's so much better to start light and add than go too dark and have to try to like lighten it up. Like that's really hard to do, right? Okay, so here's a trick. If you notice that I have just a little bit of gathering of lashes right there. So I put it on high volume, but medium heat. You don't want to burn yourself. And so what this does is it warms that gel up so that it makes it easy to come in and separate if you have that gathering. And then you can shoot it with cool air, and that kind of freezes it. And then they're set. Okay. Then you can use that primer on your lower lashes. The one thing that I will tell you about the primer is that and they told us when we got it, I got mine free when I went to convention. And then they told us that it conditions your lashes. But I was like, okay, well, I use a serum every night to help grow my lashes. And so, because my lashes, I mean, they don't look like all that long right now, but imagine what they were before. And so I would use a serum to help the lashes grow. And I was like, okay, well, what more can you do to condition your lashes if you're already using a serum? But I will tell you that since I've been using the primer almost every day, my lashes have actually definitely, like, they've gotten healthier. I can tell. They are getting longer, which makes me think that I was getting break off before, and now they're conditioned, and so they're not breaking off at all. And I can also tell that there seems to be more lashes, like they feel like more voluminous than what they have been. And so I don't know if it's just working with the primer, working with the lash serum together, and it's really working on the health of my lashes, but I really like it. Okay, I just got a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and darken this up just a bit. I gotta be careful because the mascara is wet, but I want that to be a little bit darker. Okay. And then you can take whatever's left and kind of come underneath the eye here. Now I'm gonna focus on just that like outer corner, because then take whatever's left off, clean it off, and then grab that Agile, which is that maroon, and then dust that the rest of the way. And then blend. Huh? All right, so now let's take off that extra setting powder that I had. And there you go. We'll pretend like this eye isn't done. I mean that this eye is done, but we'll just look at it here. Pretty, right? So you can pack on a little bit more. Okay, and there you go. And add just a little bit here. You are good to go. What do you guys think? It's a pretty look, right? Okay, so it's this right here. Remember, I can get this is normally 52 by itself. I can get you this and a makeup bag for 65 and then throw in the mascara for free. So if you're interested, let me know. We also have we have 53 colors altogether. So we can make whatever palette you would like. And that's it. I hope you guys have a fabulous night. Pretty, right? And I will see you guys later. Bye.